Man, well guys, I'm about to feed the dogs. And we've been fasting them since yesterday. So I'd imagine they ate Saturday night, right around whatever time. And then Sunday, they didn't eat at all. This morning, when I do a reset, what that means is the body goes into a state of autophagy. The organs get a break. T-Fit here with Fit Bully TV. Like, subscribe, and share. At the end of this episode or somewhere in the end, I'm going to show you one of my favorite books I found for you to potentially go pick up and use so that you can better put raw food together. Even more importantly, educate yourself on the things that go into a raw meal so your dog doesn't miss the nutrition, aka nutrients it needs to ensure proper growth. Now, I'm going to prepare everybody's meals. Probably won't show you everything that it looks like, but fasting. People have asked me many times, hey, do you fast your dogs? Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. The dogs, they don't need to eat, just like we don't need to eat 5, 6, 7 times a day, unless you're, like bodybuilding or something. And what you fail to realize sometimes is when you do fast, what ends up happening is, or let's say you even give your body a break from the gym, you'll turn around and you'll start growing. You're like, man, why am I getting bigger and I ain't even been to the gym? Because the body's like, bro, we needed a break. We needed a break so we can break down a little more tissue and grow some. This was all I know. So what is the best way? Let me slow down and say this. When should you fast your dog? I do it on a Sunday, and then from Sunday, I'll turn around and from Sunday I'll turn around and I'll start at 10 o'clock. So let's say the dogs, I always feed the dogs at 10, 9 or 10 at night, because the best time to feed your dog is nighttime. To be clear, it is nighttime is the best time to feed your dog, because when do we grow? At night. That's when all of us grow to be clear. So I always tell you, hey, if you're working out, most important meal is the one after the workout. Number 2, if you are in a state of growth, you want to turn around and do what? Make sure that you are eating. They say don't eat before you go to bed. Well, eat and go to sleep. 2 hours before you go to bed, eat a good meal. Now, what goes into a raw meal? By now we already know. 80% protein, 10% organ, 10% bone, 5% of the 10% of the organs, secreting organs. What are your secreting organs? Don't show them the book. I'll read them out loud to you guys in 1 second. I've actually got it tabbed. So this is a wonderful book I would recommend to anybody. For yourself. Doing secreting organs include liver, kidney, spleen, testicles, pancreas, and brain. Some of my favorite organs so far, like if I could pan the pancreas, I wish I could find the pancreas. Liver, you gotta have liver and everything. Kidneys are good, not for us. I'm not eating no kidneys. Spleen, I'm about to buy some testicles and teach y'all about that. I wish they sold them at the store. I'm telling you right now, man. You get you some balls, I'll show you what they're good for. I was reading some information. I go, oh my, that's the trick. That's the trick. Shout out to the Liver King. Because he's still doing liver things. Now this is some stanky mackerel. Fish is, as we know, a lighter meat to give your dogs. Mix and match, and eyeballs are good for those. I'm gonna bag this up, put it in the freezer. And then basically I'm gonna add all the other good stuff. Listen, you wanna know how often to feed your dog? Once a day is what we feed. Once the pups hit 8 weeks, I still only feed once a day. It's been proven through the study of wolves, even pups that are growing, they're not eating 3 times a day. And wolves get pretty big. They're not eating 3 times a day. They're not hunting 3 times a day. They normally hunt right at night or in the evening time, eat the food, and what do? They go to sleep, go to their den per se. So we have humanized dogs and believe they need to be, when we're eating breakfast, we want to look over and say, hey, look at him eating his breakfast. He's got his oatmeal and such. That's not the case. We eating lunch. Hey, what do you want for lunch, buddy? We eating dinner. Oh, it's dinner time. The dog needs to eat once a day. And some of you got dogs that you're free feeding, which means you're leaving food out. And you're like, hey, the dog barely eats. It's because it's not hungry. It ain't doing nothing either. So it's burning no calories, no energy. A dog system works like a battery reserve. Therefore, it only expends energy when it utilizes energy, so it doesn't need more energy unless it's doing stuff. And unfortunately, a lot of your dogs are not doing much. No disrespect. No disrespect. But I do appreciate those people who are sending me messages saying, man, boy, you got me out here taking care of my dogs, bro. You got me out here taking care of my dogs. Like I didn't even think that, to do all the stuff that you guys are sharing with us, showing us, and teaching us. Well, the goal is very simple. I like that. I hate that Caesar came up with it first. Better humans and better dogs. But I just tell people I want some better dogs. From a breeding standpoint, that's what I mean. From a longevity standpoint, preventing is progressing. So I want the dogs to live as long as possible. And I don't even know what how you look up a dog book, says a life expectancy for someone. Why the bully don't got a life expectancy? Nobody talking about, because it might die at 5 years, it might die at 3 years, it could die at 6 and 7 years. Very few bullies, unless they're old school bullies, are even making it to 10, 12, and 13 years. I got a pit bull still alive that's about 14. She's about 14 years old. Not uncommon, because we know them pit bulls. We know what they designed to do. And she's not a fighter. She's a lover. She's with the Indian family. They never even had dogs. That's how good she is. But point is, I'm going to be able to define, if you would, for us, what it looks like to have a bully around for 9 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 14 to potentially 21 of these days. And it's going to be because we kept the dogs moving, living well, and doing all that they could do to be the best they can be. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs. Here's the book. Here is the book. Dr. Connor Brady, he literally called it Feeding Dogs, Dry or Raw, the Science Behind the Debate. He did a lot of research. Again, he did a lot of research to show you guys what it is. Basically the truth. All the truth about what you needs to go into a raw diet and how it can benefit you, help you, and you and your dog. And he breaks down the dog food industry. He goes into the science of the food industry. He does a lot of great things in that book. And it's funny because all the research I did before I bought the book, is how we got here, it just justifies it. And I just started kind of reading the book over the past couple of weeks. So I'm utilizing that information. If you want to follow along in detail, even with me analyzing and breaking down that book and how to apply it to you and your dog's relationship or quality of life, you want to go to my dog tools, subscribe there, because every week over the next few weeks we'll be dropping something, anywhere from 3 to 5 videos that help you and your dog become a better dog parent, and your dog live a longer, happier, healthier life. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. Again, like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned. And as always, take care of your dogs.